Good morning, students. Can you all hear me?
Good morning, madam.
Right. So welcome to the lecture series. So we are going to start a new subject. So today we are going to take the first step of our lecture series. So let me share the screen first. Right. So hope you all can see my PowerPoint presentation. Can someone confirm whether you can see the PowerPoint presentation or not? Hello? Can someone confirm whether you can see my PowerPoint presentation?
Can see, madam.
Yes,
Okay,
madam.
thank you. So welcome to Internet Technology and Networking. So today we are going to start a new module, a new subject. So this is related to Internet Technology and Networking. When we understand information technology, IT related concept, this is one of major subject we need to go through. So from today onwards, we will start discussing internet technology and networking. So we have 8 weeks to complete our entire lecture series. So usually in the morning session, I will take you through this subject. And in the afternoon session, I will do object-oriented programming. For your previous batch also, I did the same way. In the morning, I did internet technology, and in afternoon, I did object-oriented programming. So I'm the one who did both these subjects for students. This is about the topic we are going to discuss, the subject and the things. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself to you. I'm Nishadi Gunatilaka. I have included my email address in the slide. If you want to contact me for your education related thing, for subject related thing, you can use my email address to communicate with me. And about my qualification, I hold a BSc Hons in Information Technology from University of Moratuwa. So this is my first degree. I obtained my first degree in 2018, and then I hold MSc in Information Technology from the same university, University of Moratuwa. So I obtained my MSc in 2022, and currently I'm reading for my PhD from the same university. For my PhD, I'm doing something related to explainable AI. So you all know what is AI. So nowadays we all are using AI. So I'm doing my PhD related to AI. So it's not a kind of using AI. It's a kind of building new concept with AI. So that is my PhD area. Now I'm in the second year of my PhD. I have 2 more years to fully complete the PhD. So that is about my educational qualifications. About my teaching experience, I have 6 to 7 years experience in the academia. So currently I'm working at University of Colombo as a lecturer. So at the same time, I'm served as visiting lecturer for several universities, for both government and private sector universities. I've been working for Infotech International Campus for uh, 4 to 5 years now. So I have been teaching this module for Bachelor of Education students for 2 years, I think, for 2 years. So you all are 10 batch. So from the start, from the very first batch, I've been teaching this module for them. So, and apart from that, I'm doing research, I'm doing some visiting lectures, I'm doing studies. So this is about myself. So teaching is my passion. I really enjoy teaching with students. And I really happy to see students success and they take something from me and develop their career and their future. So that is my intention. So yeah, that is about me. So I would like to give you the chance to introduce yourself because I'm really happy to see your background, what you all are doing, and why you choose this program to complete your education. Yes. So I would like to give you the chance because this is not like a very usual lecture. So I'm really happy to do this as a discussion, no matter the language you familiar. Usually we have given instructions to do the lectures in English medium, but in case if you need Sinhala translation, Sinhala explanation, let me know. Time to time I will do all the things in Sinhala. So no matter the language you're familiar, so you can use Sinhala English to communicate with me. Unfortunately, I don't know other languages. So yes, I would like to give you the chance to introduce yourself. Shall we start with Janit Kulatunga? Yeah, so you can just tell your name and your background, whether you have completed any IT related diplomas or courses. Yeah, that's it. Janit?
Oh, madam, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Janit. We can hear you.
මැඩම් දැන් මම පාසල් ගුරුවරයෙක් විදිහට නෙමේ මම ටියුෂන් ෆීල්ඩ් එකේ ඉන්නේ.
Uh-huh.
මම ඉස්කෝලේ මියුසික් ICT දෙකම ටීච් කළා.
Uh-huh.
ඔහොම තමයි මැඩම් දැන් තියෙන තොරතුරු දැන්ට තියෙන.
එතකොට මේ ඩිග්‍රී එක කරන්න හිතුවේ ඔයාගේ ටියුෂන් දිගටම කරගෙන යන්න ඔයාට අර
ඔව්
ස්ටේබල් එඩියුකේෂනල් බෑග්ග්‍රවුන්ඩ් එකක් ඕන හින්දා
ඔව්
ඩිග්‍රී
මැඩම්.
ප්‍රෝග්‍රෑම් එක කම්ප්ලීට් කරන්න හිතුවා.
ඔව් මැඩම්. ඔව්.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you so much, Janit. So,
වෙල්කම් මැඩම්.
Nuantika. So, Nuantika, are you there?
Oh, madam. Good morning, madam.
Good morning.
මම නෝතිකා ප්‍රශාදනී. මම
Uh-huh.
විද්‍යාපීඨ ටීචර් කෙනෙක්. මේ
Ah.
මගේ ෆස්ට් අපොයින්ට්මන්ට් එක. විද්‍යාපීඨ අධිකාරිය ICT.
Uh-huh.
දැන් රුසිකම කනිෂ්ඨ විද්‍යාලයේ ටීචින් කරනවා. ටීචින් කැරියර් එක ඉස්සරහට කරගෙන යන්න තමයි BEd ඩිග්‍රී එක කරන්න තෝරගත්තේ.
Nuantika කොහෙන්ද? ඔයාගේ ගම?
ගලේවල madam.
Galeville, right. Thank you so much, Nuantika. Janit කොහෙන්ද? Janitගේ ගම?
මැඩම් කඩුවෙල.
Adwell, right. Very interesting. So, Ayesha Subodhini, are you there?
Good morning, madam.
Morning, Ayesha.
Madam, ඇහෙනවද මාව?
ඇහෙනවා අපිට ඇහෙනවා.
madam මම මහරගම ජාතික අධ්‍යාපන විද්‍යාපීඨයෙන් ඩිප්ලෝමාව ගත්තේ. එතකොට මම බදුල්ල ඉස්කෝලේක තමයි වැඩ කරන්නේ. මගේ ගමත් බදුල්ල.
Right. Okay. Thank you, Ayesha. So, Nisansala Kulatunga.
Good morning, madam. I'm
Morning,
Nisansala Kulatunga. I'm from Ratnapura. Currently, I work as a private tutor. I'm following Bachelor of Information Technology in
Mm-hmm.
University of Colombo.
Ah, interesting.
I follow. This is my second year. That's it.
Thank you, Nisansala. Very interesting. Then shall we give chance to Rose William? Rose, are you there?
Yes, madam. Good morning, madam. I'm Rose
Good
William.
morning.
So I'm from Kandy. So currently I'm working as an ICT teacher in Trinity College, Kandy. So I need
Okay,
to fulfill my future and my career success. So that's why I'm following back of ICT in this infotech.
excellent, excellent. Thank you, Rose. So, Anuttara Sandamini, are you there?
Oh, madam. Good morning, madam.
Good morning, Anuttara.
මම අනුත්තරා සඳමිනි මම හොරණින් මමත් විද්‍යාපීඨ ගුරුවරයෙක් මමත් මේ අවුරුද්දේ තමයි පත්වීම් ගත්තේ දැනට මම අරුක්ගොඩ ශ්‍රී පරාක්‍රම මහාවිද්‍යාලයේ තමයි ටීච් කරන්නේ විද්‍යාපීඨයේදී මම IT සබ්ජෙක්ට් එක තමයි කරේ
Curry, right. Excellent. Thank you, Anuttara. Then you, Asvika.
Ashwika. Good morning, madam.
Good morning, Asvika.
I'm Ashwika from Kilnochi. I am a college of education teacher. Currently I work as a ICT teacher Vaunia Thammathi Mahavidyalaya. I like to improve my qualification. That's right.
Excellent, excellent. Right. So, can you understand some Sinhala terms, Ashvika?
Yes, madam.
Oh, excellent. Right. Then who else? Seumini Nipunika.
Good morning, madam. මම සෙව්මිනි නිපුණිකා. මම ඉංග්‍රීසි ටීචර් කෙනෙක් විදිහට වැඩ කරනවා මහෞත්සව රතනපාල විද්‍යාලයේ. A level වලට ICT කරලා තියෙන නිසා ICT මේජර් කරන්න හිතුවා madam.
All right. ඔයා කොහෙන්ද? Seumini?
මම නිකවැරටිය madam. නිකවැරටිය.
Excellent. Right. Thank you, Seumini. Then Mihirani Manjali. Mihirani, are you there?
Good morning, madam.
Good morning.
මම මොනරාගලින් විද්‍යාපීඨ ගුරුවරයෙක් විදිහට දැනට අවුරුදු 16ක් විතර වැඩ කරලා තියෙනවා. ඉතින් මේ ICT තමයි මගේ සබ්ජෙක්ට් එකේ අවුරුදු 16 මම ICT විෂය තමයි ඉගෙනුවේ. ඒ නිසා මට හිතුණා මගේ කැරියර් එකට මේ අවශ්‍ය වෙනවා කියලා හිතලා B.Ed එක කරන්නම් කියලා.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you, Mihirani. So then Aisha Subodhini. I don't remember, I already asked you to introduce yourself. Aisha Subodhini, are you there?
Madam, mama introduce kara.
All right, so thank you. And I think I have given chance to all students. So I think, yeah. So why I wanted to ask your background, everything, because you know, this is a kind of online lectures, so we don't have chance to see all of your faces. So it's better if you know each other before we start the things. And I want to start your IT background and all, because usually I'm doing lectures for IT students, IT faculties, IT programs. But I really enjoyed doing this module for non-IT students because y'all are non-IT and y'all are doing Bachelor of Education, but y'all have an interest on this module. So not only for you, I've been doing these lectures for nursing students, other education-related programs. So I really enjoy doing this subject because y'all have that passion to do this IT for students. So yeah, we can start discussing the module. and what we are going to discuss in this subject. So this subject is basically internet technology and networking. So we have combined two subjects to this module. The two subjects are internet technology and networking. So when we practically use these two, these are not two concepts. We have only one concept. Inside that, we have internet technology and networking. But for your easierness, we have put these two together and we are going to discuss this as a one module. So the module name is Internet Technology and Networking. So this is how I prepared all my topics and the module content. So first we will discuss about internet. It is a kind of basic introduction for this module. And then we will step into networking. So because of networking, we have the concept called internet. මේ networking කියන concept එක නිසා තමයි internet කියන දේ ආවේ. So we are going to discuss the networking and then we will see some network types, architectures and topologies. We have separate lessons for that. And then we will discuss some networking related hardware components because as IT related people, networking related people, you should know what are the basic networking related components. So you should know what is a router, what is a modem, how you connect all these things. So we will do all these things in this lesson. And then we will focus the communication media, some communication standards, security issues, and implementing a network. So these are the things we mainly focus in our module. And these are the things we received with the curriculum. So I have prepared some lessons. Sometimes I combine two topics and create a one lesson. So like that, these are the things we are going to cover throughout our lecture series. And today I mainly focus the lesson content. So this is the thing we are going to discuss today. So as I told you, I mainly focus the internet. We will start with internet and then we step into network from second lesson onwards. So today I mainly focus the basic definition of internet where you understand what is internet. අපි මුලින්ම internet කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියන එක තේරුම් ගන්න ඕනේ. And then you should understand the evaluation of internet, the second topic. So evaluation in the sense, the history from where it started and how it came to today's level. So that is we call as evaluation of internet. Not only for internet, for each and every field we have this evaluation to study. ඔයා මොන field එක ඉගෙන ගත්තා? ඔයා මොන දේ කරත් ඔයාට මේ history එක කියන එක study කරන්න වෙනවා. Because in this point we start how it came to today's level and what are the new things happen in each era. So we will focus that part and we will mainly see what are the new things happen to this internet from year to year. And then under third topic, I will discuss how internet works. So basically we should understand how internet works in the practical environment. So I will take you through that part and I will show you how internet works in different fields. For an example, in education, in healthcare. So now we use internet everywhere. අපි හැම තැනම internet use කරනවා. Internet use කරන්නේ නැති තැනක් නැහැ. ඒ නිසා අපි දැනගන්න ඕනේ මේ හැම field එකකම internet කොහොමද පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ, මොන වගේ tools ද ඒගොල්ලෝ පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ කියන එක ගැන අවබෝධයක් තියෙන්න ඕනේ. So we will check that part under third topic. understanding how internet works. And then we will see the impact of digital communication. So nowadays, this is the main topic we discuss. The world is changing so fast. The huge part of that is internet technology, or we called it as AI nowadays. So we need to see how the impact of this digital communication. So how we had to change our lifestyle. So what are the things we need to think on future? So we will discuss that part in the fourth topic under the impact of digital communication. And then finally, we will discuss the challenges and future innovations. ඉස්සරහට මේකට මොකද වෙන්නේ? මොන වගේ challenges ද එන්නේ? මොන වගේ innovations ද ඉස්සරහට එන්නේ? ඔන්න ඔය දේවල් තමයි අපි ඉගෙන ගන්න යන්නේ අද topic එක යටතේ. Right. So this is the learning objective, and these are the things we are going to cover today. So by the end of successful completion of this lesson, you will be able to understand what is internet and the basic process of how data travels across the internet, and to identify the basic key components of internet. So this is the lesson objectives. So before I step into the lesson, I would like to tell you how we evaluate your knowledge under this module, not only for this, for object-oriented programming. Also, we follow the same procedure. So today you don't have lectures in the afternoon because I already planned a small discussion with my research student, and I need to allocate my time for that in the afternoon. But next week onwards, we will take a full day session. In the morning, we will do internet technology. In the afternoon, we will do object-oriented programming. For both modules, I will do the same evaluation criteria. So you have final exam, that is the main point, that is the main thing you should focus, because the exam marks, exam results are the thing outsiders use to evaluate your knowledge. When you all are going for an interview, when you all are facing some milestone in your career, so then usually they ask your results. So you should focus that. So from beginning, you have to check the recordings. You can do some self-studies. You can do some self-researches. You can do some additional things to improve your knowledge. And then you have to put all these things into the final exam paper. So some people may telling like the exams are not compulsory, exams are not needed, but for myself, I think exam is the most important thing. From student side, sometimes it may not practical, but outside people think they evaluate your knowledge based on the exam results. So it's no matter how you perform throughout the lecture, you have to obtain the highest marks, highest grade for your final exam. For these two modules, you can obtain the maximum grade. So if the maximum grade is A, then definitely you all can obtain A, because I'm not a strict person. I'm really happy to see students, all these students getting A grades for their subject or the highest grade for their subject. Usually, if you refer all my recordings, and before the exam, I usually do a revision. So in that revision, I discuss the final exam paper. Now the exact paper, I will tell you the areas you should focus. I will give you some sample questions. So if you get ready with all these things, definitely you can score high marks for the final exam. So that is the main evaluation criteria we use to evaluate you, the final exam. Final exam එක තමයි අපි student කෙනෙක් evaluate කරන්න පාවිච්චි කරන හොඳම සහ එකම criteria එක. ඔයා interview එකකට යනකොට, ඔයාගේ promotion එකකට යනකොට, වෙන මොකක් හරි milestone එකකදී මේ grades තමයි ඒගොල්ලෝ හැම තිස්සෙම highlight කරන්නේ. ඔයා කොච්චර හොඳට subject එක ඇතුලේ perform කරා final exam එකට grades නැත්තම් එතනදී පිට කෙනෙක්ට පේන්නේ නැහැ ඔයාගේ performance එක. ඔයාගේ performance එක පෙන්වන්න තියෙන හොඳම criteria එක තමයි ඔයාගේ final exam එක. ඒ නිසා හැමතිස්සෙම final exam එක focus කරන්න, revision එක study කරන්න, revision එකේ දෙන areas follow කරන්න, final exam එකට හොඳටම ලියන්න ඕනේ. Right? So that is the first thing I need to tell you. Final exam is the number one and the very first thing you should focus during our lecture series. And then to evaluate yourself time to time, we have two assignments. We have the mid assignment and we have the continuous assignment. Usually for continuous assignment, I will give you 20 MCQs. I don't remember the exact number actually. It might be 20 or 25, right? So not more than 25, so I'm sure that. But you will receive MCQ questions and you have to do it during the class. So it is a kind of very practical thing. We call it as continuous assessment. And then we will give you mid-exam. For mid-exam, usually we will upload a question in the Google Classroom. So we will give you like 1 week period. And within that period, you should upload your answers to the Google Classroom. So for both, we will inform you earlier, most probably 1 week before we will inform. So for this subject, today is the first day. Most probably, we will give you the continuous assessment in the 4th week. So if it is in 4th week, we will cover all the lessons we have done up to 4th week. So that is the usual evaluation criteria. We use mid-exam, continuous assessment, and the final exam. Then මේ subjects දෙකේම අපි මේ තුන පාවිච්චි කරනවා. ඔයාගේ final exam එකට කලින් අපි assessments දෙකක් දෙනවා. එකක් continuous assessment එක, අනිත් එක mid exam එක. Continuous assessment එක ගොඩක් වෙලාවට MCQ exam එකක්. MCQ 20ක් 25ක් තමයි අපි සාමාන්‍යයෙන් continuous assessment එකේදී දෙන්නේ. එක class එකේදී කරන්න ඕනේ in class assignment එකක්. ඔයා class එකේදී log වෙලා assignment එක කරලා ඔයාට marks ඒ වෙලාවෙම බලන්න පුළුවන්. Mid exam එක කියන්නේ අපි Google Classroom එකට upload කරන assessment එකක්. ඔයාට සතියක් දෙනවා එකට prepare වෙන්න. answer එක prepare කරගෙන සතිය ඇතුළත answer එක upload කරන්න තියෙන. ඒක take home assignment එකක්. ඊට පස්සේ තියෙන්නේ final exam එක. So we have 8 weeks to cover the content. So within these 8 weeks, I guess it is 8 weeks. I don't remember it is 6 or 8. Previously, we did 8 weeks. I think for you also, you all have 8 weeks to complete your lecture series. So during that, we will cover the mid-exam and the continuous assessment. So after the lecture series, we will give you a small time to do the study, and then we will give the revision. After that, we will give you the final exam paper. So that is how we evaluate your knowledge, right? So any questions based on that, based on your exams and all these things? No. It seems everything clear. So meanwhile, if you have any questions, please unmute yourself and ask your questions. So we are going to step into the lesson. As I told you, today we are going to discuss about internet. So first of all, you should understand what is internet. So අපි ඉගෙන ගන්න යන්නේ internet කියන්නේ මොකක්ද කියන එක. Right. So I would like to give you the chance to tell what you know about internet. So you can tell whatever the thing comes to your mouth. Right? So no matter whether it is correct, whether it is incorrect. So we are not judging you. This is not a time to judge. So we have final exam to judge you. But here we can do this as a discussion. So y'all can express your ideas. Y'all can tell your ideas, what you know about internet. Basically, what is internet? So that is the exact question I want to get from you. Any ideas?
It is a large collection of computer networks spread all around the world.
Excellent. Excellent. Any other answers?
It is a network of network.
Excellent. Any other answers?
It is a global network.
Yes, it is a global network. Very good. Yes. So all of your answers are correct, 100% correct. So those are about internet. So first step into what is internet. So as you can see in this picture, it is about globalization. We connect all these things together. To do this connection, we use a mechanism called internet. Yes, it is a network of network. It is a globalization concept. And we do all these things to connect each other. So if I want to do a lecture in online, so we use a platform like this. So if we don't have internet, we can't do this, because internet is the facility we should have in order to connect with each other. So it is what we call as internet. අපි internet කියන්නේ අනිත් අයත් එක්ක connect වෙන්න, මේ අනිත් අය කියලා කියන්නේ ඔයාගේ ළඟ ඉන්න කෙනා විතරක් නෙවෙයි, මුළු ලෝකෙම එක්ක connect වෙන්න අපි පාවිච්චි කරන tool එක, concept එක තමයි internet කියලා කියන්නේ. So I have given you few definitions for internet. Let's take one by one and discuss what is this. So the internet is a vast global network of interconnected computers and devices. So now what we need to do this internet, we need to develop a small network. So now you should understand what is a network. So here, this is my computer. And this is you. So I need to send something to you. And you also want to send something for me. So to do this thing, we use something called internet. So internet is the process of connecting devices, connecting people to do this sharing thing. So when we connect one or more computers together, or computer-related devices together, we call it as network. When we do this globally in the sense all around the world, we can do this connection. When we do this vast and in a global network, we called it as internet. So we often call this as net. Well, these are very familiar words we can hear when we discuss this thing in the outside world. දැන් අපි කියන්නේ ඔක net එකෙන් download කරගන්න තිබුණා. ඔක web එකේ බලන්න තිබුණා. So all these words are very similar words to use to refer the word internet. So it is a network of network linking millions of private, public, academic, and government networks together. So with this concept, with this technology, we can connect the entire world. I can connect with the people who live around me. And I can connect the people who not live around me. I can connect with the people who live in outside country with the concept of internet. මුළු ලෝකෙම එකට එකතු කරන්න තියෙන concept එක තමයි internet කියලා කියන්නේ. දැන් internet නැති කාලේ අපි දන්නවා මිනිස්සු කොහොමද communicate කරේ. දැන් ඉස්සර කාලේ මිනිස්සු ඔය ආදිවාසීන් එක එක ක්‍රම පාවිච්චි කරා. ඒගොල්ලෝ ලියුම් ලිව්වා, එතකොට birds ලගේ අතේ පණිවිඩය යවුවා, ඊට පස්සේ ගිනි මැල වගේ දේවල් පාවිච්චි කරා. දැන් ඒව පාවිච්චි කරේ මේ කට්ටියත් එක්ක communicate කරන්න. ඕවා ටික දියුණු වෙලා තමයි මේ අද කියන network එක අපිට ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. internet කියන එක ඇවිල්ලා තියෙන්නේ. දැන් මිනිස්සු ගොඩක් develop වෙලා ඉන්නේ. මිනිස්සු හිතන විදිය වෙනස් වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. ඉතින් ඒවත් එක්ක මේ technologies එක්ක internet කියන concept එක තමයි අපි පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ මේ globalize වෙන්න. අනිත් අයත් එක්ක connect වෙන්න. එයාලා කරන්නේ මොනවද? එයාලට messages යවන්න, files share කරන්න, මේ හැම දෙයකම internet පාවිච්චි කරනවා. Right? So දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ teachers ලා හින්දා ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මේක හොඳටම තේරෙන්න ඕනේ. දැන් අපේ කාලේ අපි ජීවත් වෙච්ච විදිහ සහ අද කාලේ ළමයි ජීවත් වෙන විදිය ගොඩක් වෙනස්. එයාලා ක්ලාස් එකකට අඳින පළඳින විදිය උනත් ගොඩක් වෙනස්. ඒකට හේතුව ඉන්ටර්නෙට්. මොකද ඉස්සර අපිට තිබුණා ඉන්ටර්නෙට්. හැබැයි අපි ගොඩක් වෙලාවට YouTube, social media කියන දේවල් ඇතුලේ නෙමෙයි හිටියේ. අද කාලේ ළමයි ගොඩක් වෙලාවට ඒව ඇතුලේ ජීවත් වෙන්නේ. ඒගොල්ලෝ හැමතිස්සෙම බලන්නේ පිට රටවල් වල මොනවද කරන්නේ, එයාලා කොහොමද අඳින්නේ, එයාලට හරි එක normal දෙයක්. එයාලා ඉන්නේ ලෝකයේ ඇතුලේ. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට මේ Gen Z එක කියන්නේ මේ අලුතෙන් ආපු generation එක. එයාලා ටෙක්නොලොජි එකත් එක්ක තමයි ඉපදෙන්නේ. එතකොට එයාලා ටෙක්නොලොජි එකත් එක්ක තමයි ජීවත් වෙන්නේ. ඉතින් එයාලා දන්නවා පිට රටාවේ මොනවද කරන්නේ, එයාලා කොහොමද හැසිරෙන්නේ, එයාලා කොහොමද ජීවත් වෙන්නේ කියලා. ඉතින් ඒ දේවල් බලනකොට එයාලගේ ඔළුවත් ඒ විදියට හැදෙනවා. දැන් ඉස්සර ඔහොම නැහැ. මොකද ඉස්සර අපි ගොඩාක් familiar නැහැ මේ internet related components tools එක. හැබැයි දැන් සහ ඉස්සරහට ඕක ගොඩාක් වැඩි. ඒක හොඳයි. හැබැයි අපි ඒක හොඳ understanding එකකින් තමයි පාවිච්චි කරන්න ඕනේ. දැන් අපි teachers ලා විදියට හැමතිස්සෙම students ලව දැනුවත් කරන්න ඕනේ. internet එක කියන්නේ මේක. එතකොට ඒකේ තියෙන advantages, disadvantages මේ හැමදේම අපි පැහැදිලි කරන්න ඕනේ. දැන් මම ගොඩක් වෙලාවට පාවිච්චි කරන techniques තමයි හැමතිස්සෙම මම මගේ lifestyle එක students ලාට expose කරනවා. එතකොට එයාලා ඒක තේරුම් ගන්නවා. එතකොට ඒගොල්ලොත් ඒක control කරන්න try කරනවා. දැන් මට Facebook account එකක් තියෙනවා. මම ඒක use කරනවා. හැබැයි මට Facebook app එකක් නැහැ. මම ඕනකමින්ම මගේ phone එකෙන් Facebook app එක අයින් කරලා තියෙනවා. මොකද phone එක තමයි ඔයා නිතරම time spend කරන්න පාවිච්චි කරන tool එක. දැන් phone එකේ app එක නැති වුනහම මට හැමතිස්සෙම app එක open කරලා දෙයක් search කරන්න බෑ. මම lap එක on කරපු වෙලාවක තමයි මම Facebook යන්නේ ඉතින් ඔක නිතරම මතක් වෙන්නේ නැහැ. දැන් මම IT field එකේ ඉන්න කෙනෙක්, මම softwares develop කරන කෙනෙක්, මම concept study කරන කෙනෙක්. හැබැයි I'm not a person who addicted to these things. We should have that control in our sight, with our mind, to do all these things. So internet is a very good thing. We should go with that. We should follow that trend, but we should have the limitations and considerations with us. කවුරු හරි කෙනෙක් කියනවා නම් ඉන්ටර්නෙට් කියන්නේ අපිට නැතුව බැරි දෙයක්. ඔව් ඒක ඇත්ත. හැබැයි අපි ඒක මත depend වෙන්න නරකයි. To improve our knowledge, to improve ourselves, we can use internet. But we should know the limitations and we should know the considerations. As teachers, you are the role models of your students. So when you do lectures, when you do teaching sessions, you can include these things behind the theory. Right? So these are very good things. These are very nice things. But at the same time, we should have the proper knowledge. Then, අද ලංකාවේ ඉන්න ගොඩක් අය දන්නේ නැහැ. එයාගේ Facebook account එක hack කරොත් එයාට මොනවද ගන්න පුළුවන් legal actions කියලා. හැබැයි හැමෝම Facebook use කරනවා and they post everything in the Facebook or Instagram. But they don't know what they should do if something happened, if someone hacked their account. Because they don't have that awareness. They don't have that knowledge with them. So as teachers, what we should do, we should spread these things to our students. Teacher කෙනෙක් කියන්නේ student කෙනෙක්ගේ ජීවිතේ තනිකරම අනිත් පැත්ත හරවන්න පුළුවන් කෙනෙක්. ඒ නිසා හැමතිස්සෙම knowledge එක දෙනකොට ඒකේ part එකක් විදිහට සහ ඔයාගේ responsibility එකක් විදිහට එයාලව technology එකත් එක්ක ලස්සනට move කරන්න උගන්වන්න. Right? So it is something beyond the lecture, because as a teacher, I do that. When I do these teaching sessions, when I do visiting lectures, when I go for guest lectures, I definitely do this for my students because I want to see all people use these things only for their good things, right? Because we are the responsible people for that. So now you know what is internet. It is vast global network of interconnected computers. If you connect two devices together or two or more devices together with the purpose of sharing things, communicating, then you do this internet. And we use the word net, web in the practical sense to show the internet concept to the world. So in another way, you can tell it is a network of network where we connect millions of private, public, academic, and government networks together to do this connection. So we are going to discuss about the evaluation of internet. So evaluation in the sense history, from where it started and how it came to today's level. That is the meaning behind evaluation. Evaluation කියලා කියන්නේ history එක. දැන් internet කියන දේ ලෝකෙට ආවේ කවද්ද? අද වෙනකොට ඒකට මොකද වෙලා තියෙන්නේ? මොනවද වෙච්ච දේවල්? ඔන්න ඔය ටික තමයි evaluation කියලා කියන්නේ. දැන් මෙතනදී ඔයා exactly මෙන්න මේ year එකේ මේක උනේ කියන එක මතක තියාගන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. No point of doing that. So you should understand what are the new things happen to this internet time to time. That should be in your mind as a story. Right? So we are going to focus the key milestone that shape the internet development. So this is the very small story to understand the evaluation of internet. So it came with something called ARPANET. When they introduced this internet to the world, they used a concept called ARPANET. So it is just a concept. So instead of the word internet, they used something called ARPANET. So they introduced it in 1960. And they developed some improvements for that. And they introduced a new thing called TCP/IP. So TCP/IP in the sense like small things we use to connect with each computers. If you want to connect your computer with someone's computer, you use this concept. So that concept introduced in 1983. And then World Wide Web came. So you all know what is World Wide Web, WWW. So usually you refer the word internet. So when you go to internet, when you check some websites, web pages, when you check some search engines, when you check some browsers, intentionally or unintentionally, you use World Wide Web. දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඉන්ටර්නෙට් යනවා කියලා ඔයාගේ Chrome හරි Firefox හරි තියෙන වෙබ් බ්‍රවුසර් එක ඕපන් කරගෙන මොනවා හරි සර්ච් කරනවා නම් ඒ කරන්නේ World Wide Web එක access වෙන එක. So we have some interesting topics under that. So I will leave that point to discuss in that lesson. So in this history, what you need to focus is in 1989, World Wide Web came to the subject. And then in 1990, commercialization came after that. So now we have AI, all these things as a package. So this is the small milestones with the evaluation. You should focus when you study about evaluation. So it started with ARPANET and then slowly developed to TCP/IP, and then came to World Wide Web, and finally commercialization. So these are the 3 milestones we should focus. Okay, so let's start with the very first milestone. In 1960s, the internet began as ARPANET. So this has introduced as a result of US government project during the Cold War. අපි අර සීතල යුද්ධය කියලා කියන්නේ. ඔය සීතල යුද්ධ කාලේ US government එක project එකක් කරා. ඒ project එකේ result එකක් විදිහට තමයි ඒගොල්ලෝ මේ ARPANET කියන එක introduce කරේ. මේ ARPANET කියලා කියන්නේ එක වචනයක් විතරයි. එයාලා try කරා computers කීපයක් එකට එකතු කරන්න. ඒක යම් තාක් දුරකට හරි ගියා. ඒ නිසා ඒගොල්ලෝ එකට අලුත් නමක් එක්ක ඒක introduce කරා ARPANET කියලා. Right? දැන් ඒ කාලේ ගොඩක් facilities තිබුණ නැහැ. ඒ කාලේ ගොඩක් ලොකු computers තිබුණේ. අවශ්‍යම දේවල් වලට විතරයි computers පාවිච්චි කරේ. ඉතින් මේත් එක්ක ඒගොල්ලන්ට අවශ්‍යතාවය ඇති වුණා computers කීපයක් එකට connect කරලා share කරගන්න පුළුවන්ද කියලා check කරන්න. ඒ අවශ්‍යතාවය නිසා ඒගොල්ලෝ ඒක try out කරා. ඒකේ solution එකක් විදිහට 100%ක්ම සාර්ථක වුණේ නැහැ. හැබැයි ඒක යම් තාක් දුරකට සාර්ථක වුණා. ඒක අලුත්ම milestone එකක් විදිහට evaluation එකක් විදිහට 1960s වල ARPANET කියන එක introduce කරා. එතකොට internet පටන් ගන්නේ මේ ARPANET කියන concept එකත් එක්ක. And then in 1983, it switched to TCP/IP. So TCP/IP are 2 fundamental components. These are like terms, these are like words we use to formally connect a computer to another computer. ඔයාගේ computer එක තව computer එකකට connect කරන්න පාවිච්චි කරන එක concept එකක් තමයි TCP/IP කියලා කියන්නේ. So as IT students, as IT people, you all know what is the IP address. So IP address is the unique address of your computer. So to your home, you have an address. If someone want to send a letter, they use your home address. So it is only for your home, right? So it is only for your place. Same way, when we take a computer, for each and computer, they have their own address. So we call that address as the IP address. So this concept introduced in 1983. So after the ARPANET, they're trying to do this thing again and again. They were trying to introduce a very formal thing to connect one computer to another computer. So as a result, they introduced this TCP and IP concept. So nowadays, we call this as internet. දැන් ඔයාගේ කම්පියුටර් එක තවත් කම්පියුටර් එකකට කනෙක්ට් කරනවා නම් ඔතන පාවිච්චි කරන මේන්ම මෙකැනිසම් එක තමයි IP connection එක. IP කියන්නේ ඔයාගේ කම්පියුටර් එකට තියෙන unique address එක. ඔයාගේ කම්පියුටර් එකේ IP එකයි මගේ කම්පියුටර් එකේ IP එකයි දෙකක්. කිසිම වෙලාවක එකම IP එක repeat වෙන්නේ නැහැ. unique කියන්නේ unique. එක එකයි. දැන් මට ඔයාගේ කම්පියුටර් එකට මොනවා හරි දෙයක් send කරන්න ඕන නම් මම පාවිච්චි කරන්නේ ඔයාගේ කම්පියුටර් එකේ තියෙන IP address එක. හරියට නිකන් ගෙදරක address එක focus කරලා අපි letter එකක් යවනවා වගේ. දැන් ඒ ගෙදර address එක දැම්මහම ඒ වගේ ගෙවල් 10කට යන්නේ නැහනේ. ඒ කියන්නේ එක ගෙදරකට තියෙන එක address එකයි. Like that, for each and every computer, we have this IP. So we called it as TCP/IP. TCP is transaction protocol. IP is internet protocol. So we have some future lessons to discuss about these things more. In there, we can focus more on this. So nowadays, we use the same thing as internet, but it has developed in 1983 as TCP and IP. So then 1989, Tim Berners-Lee invented World Wide Web. So he is the person who introduced this web concept to the world. So now, student, web is a container. In that container, we have all web pages, websites, web blogs, all the things we put under category of web, we can put into that container. So when you search something on the internet, they check that container. If some related things are there for your keywords, they will take it out and they will list down in your Google search engine. That is what we call as World Wide Web. දැන් අපි ඉන්ටර්නෙට් යනවා කියලා කියන්නේ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් ඉන්ටර්නෙට් යන්න නම් ඔයා දන්නවා ඔයාට ඕනේ වෙබ් බ්‍රවුසර් එකක්. මට කියන්න ඔයගොල්ලෝ පාවිච්චි කරන වෙබ් බ්‍රවුසර්ස් ඔයා Chrome, Google Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer, ඊට පස්සේ තව තියෙනවා Opera, Mac වලට වෙනම තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේ වෙබ් බ්‍රවුසර්ස් පාවිච්චි කරනවා. වෙබ් බ්‍රවුසර් එකෙන් තමයි අපි ඉන්ටර්නෙට් යන්නේ. දැන් වෙබ් බ්‍රවුසර් එකට ගිහිල්ලා ඔයා ටයිප් කරනවා මොනවා හරි. දැන් හිතන්න ඔයා higher education ගැන මොනවා හරි ටයිප් කරනවා. ඔයා higher education ගැන ටයිප් කරාම ඒ වචන දෙක අරගෙන ඒ වචන දෙකට අදාළ ඔක්කොම වෙබ්සයිට්ස්, වෙබ් බ්ලොග්ස්, මේ වෙබ් වලට අදාළ හැම දෙයක්ම ඔයාට අරගෙන ලිස්ට් ඩවුන් කරනවා සර්ච් එන්ජින් එකේ යට. ඔයාට ඊට පස්සේ එකින් එක ක්ලික් කරලා ඔයාට අවශ්‍ය ලින්ක් එකට යන්න පුළුවන්. ඔන්න ඔය concept එක තමයි අපි මේ World Wide Web කියලා කියන්නේ. හරියට නිකන් මේක container එකක් වගේ. පොඩි පෙට්ටියක් තියෙනවා. මේ පෙට්ටිය ඇතුලේ තියෙනවා web pages, websites, web blog මේ හැම දෙයක්. ඔයාගේ search engine එකෙන් ඔයා type කරන වචන අරගෙන ඒවට අදාළ websites, web pages අර පෙට්ටියෙන් අරගෙන ඔයාට list down කරනවා වගේ වැඩක් තමයි World Wide Web එකේදී වෙන්නේ. So in World Wide Web, everything there as a web page, website, or weblog, right? So this concept came in 1989. So Tim Berners-Lee introduced this concept to the world in 1989. And now, after 90 years, after 1990 years to present, now we have so many things in the market. So we have Bluetooth, we have AI, we have smart devices, other commercial related things. So all this came in 1990s, and after that, nowadays we have all these things in the internet. So commercialization and rapid growth happened after 1990s, and it is leading to the internet we know today. So nowadays, your internet can do everything. So we don't know what your internet can't do. So your internet is such an important tool. So all these improvements, the growth came after 1990s. දැන් ඉන්ටර්නෙට් එකට කරන්න බැරි දෙයක් නැහැ. හැමදේම ඉන්ටර්නෙට් එකට කරන්න පුළුවන්. මේ දේවල් ඔක්කොම ආවේ මේ අවුරුද්දෙන් පස්සේ. 1990s වලින් පස්සේ. ඒක ලොකු growth එකක්. අර කලින් slowly grow වෙලා එක පාර high peak එකට ආවා 1990s වලින් පස්සේ. So this is the evaluation about internet. So you can go through these 4 things, understand the concepts, and just put the concept into your head. Right. So now we are going to understand how internet works. Right. So before I explain how internet works, right. So I will take you through this activity later, because to do this, you should have a small idea about yeah. Yes. So we will do this later. Right. So this is about how does internet works, the basics. So you should understand how this internet works. This is a kind of very basic illustration of the internet concept. So let's see, this is you. So don't too much think about my drawings. I'm not a very good person in this field. So I don't know how to draw these things, but I use these sketches to understand how to show you how to works this thing. So this is you, right? And then this is me. Right. So now you request data from me. So you ask a question from me. And then I give you an answer. So now this is a connection. Here we have a person. Here we have another person. So we both are communicating. I ask a question, which means I need some information from you. So then you tell the answer. So you're telling something, you're giving something to me. So here is you request some data. And this is we call as the connection. So in order to take something or give something, we should connect. And then to do this connection, I should find you. I should find you. And then I will send data and I receive data back. So the same way we develop this internet connection. So you request data. For an example, you open your Chrome or Firefox, and in the search engine, you type something. When you type something, that is the thing you request because you want to know something about that. You want to search on that. So you request data. Right? So then it developed the connection. If you don't have internet connection, if you don't have proper connection, then you can't get the results. So if your internet package is over, they will show you don't have internet to do this thing. So what you need to do in order to connect with the internet, you should have something called internet service provider. So internet service provider is the person or the organization who provides internet to you, right? So Dialog, Telecom, we know they are internet service provider. They provide this internet service to you. So then you receive that internet with a router and then you can access, then you can get the connection. To take your data, to receive your data, you should have an internet connection. And then you need to find the address. So now I want to send some data to you. So to send some data to you, I want to find your home address. So this is not about home. So we are discussing about computers. So in computers, we have something called IP. So I should know your IP address and then I send some request to you. So the address is the unique thing we use to connect with other devices. So then I can receive data back. And then your web browser display all these things. So this is what happens when you check to the internet. Right. So this is a small illustration. So here we have the internet. Internet is a concept. It is not a physical thing that we all can see. It is a concept. So we receive that internet with the modem. So modem is a small tool. It is take apart some amount from the internet and it will give to your router. So router is a device which distribute that internet to these devices. So then through a laptop, through a desktop, through a printer, you can access the internet. Right. So now you can step into this question. So now I have explained how these things are working. So now you all have a small activity to do. Draw the journey to visualize how the internet works. On a blank piece of paper, draw a simple picture that shows how you view a website. Your drawing must include 5 things: yourself on your computer, your modem router, and the internet service provider, the big cloud of internet, the server which the website on it. So you have to draw these 5 things in paper here and there, and then use arrow lines to connect each on this. Right. So I need to check your answer. Please draw this in a piece of paper, take a photo, and upload it to the chat, right? So I will give you 5 minutes to quickly finish this and provide me the answer. Read the question carefully. ඔයාට තියෙන්නේ මේ components පහ කොලේ ඇඳලා ඒවා එකට connect වෙන්නේ කොහොමද කියන එක arrow එකකින් පෙන්න. Right? Right. So I just want to tell you how this internet works. I need your visual representation. Right. Quickly do this. I will give you 5 minutes to finish the activity. Right. I'm getting some answers, so others also can do the activity. So how you draw this? Here, this is you. And this is your laptop. So you want to search something on the Google. Let's say this is Google. And you type something on the Google. And when you type something, you need ISP, Internet Service Provider. Through ISP, you receive the internet. And then with this, you can access the internet and all. So these are the things you should include. You can draw your own diagram. There's no any limitation. There's no any restrictions. The only thing you should do is you should follow this one. Right. Make sure to include all these points and you should finalize the drawing like this. So the only thing you should concern is the devices you use. So now we are going to step into key technologies and concept. So we are going to see what are these and what are the things we should focus under each of these. First, we are going to understand what is World Wide Web. Because if someone try to understand this concept, then the first thing they should focus is World Wide Web. Because most of the time, you use the term internet to this World Wide Web because this is the practical usage of internet. When we access the World Wide Web or www, we feel we access the internet. So the very first thing that we are going to do is we are going to understand the concept of World Wide Web, WWW. So it is an information system of web pages and websites accessed via web browser. So now you should understand what are web browsers. So web browsers are Chrome, Firefox, Safari, those kind of things. We use web browsers to access the internet. If you don't have a web browser, then you can't access internet. So let's assume y'all have purchased a new laptop. So if you don't have any web browser in that laptop, you don't know how to download things, how to access the internet. But usually with brand new laptop, they at least install one web browser because users need to access internet and they need to see the things. So when you access the internet, you access World Wide Web. So I would like to explain this concept with this example. So let's see, we have a container like this. So now you all know web pages because you all have done some IT related things for your A-levels or for before diplomas or whatever the thing. So you know web pages. Using HTML, CSS, we develop websites, web pages. Like that, in this World Wide Web, we have all the content as web pages, websites, and weblog. All the content is websites, weblogs. So all these websites are weblogs here in this container, all these things. So we have millions of web pages, websites in a one particular day. So each day, people produce these kind of millions of websites and web pages and put into this container. So this is like a container. We collect all websites and web pages. දැන් ඔයා website එකක් හැදුවොත් ඒ website එක අපි publish කරන්න ඕනේ. එකට අපි domain එකක් අරගෙන web එකේ space එකක් අරගෙන අපි ඒක publish කරන්න ඕනේ. publish කරාම තමයි ඒක අනිත් අයට පේන්නේ. එහෙම publish කරපු website එකක් කෙලින්ම යන්නේ මේ container එකට. ලෝකේ ඉන්න මොන කෙනෙක් කවුරු website එකක් කරත් website එකක් හැදුවත් එයා ඒක publish කළා නම් ඒක මෙතන තියෙනවා. මේක ලොකු collection එකක්. right? දැන් ඔයා මොනවා හරි search engine එකේ search කරනවා. අපි හිතමු ඔයාට ඕනේ AI ගැන මොනවා හරි ඉගෙන ගන්න. ඔයා AI කියලා search කළා search button එක click කරනවා. මේක click කරපු ගමන් එයා connect වෙන්නේ මේ container එකත් එක්ක. මේ container එක ඇතුලේ තියෙන AI වලට සමාන AI ගැන content එකක් තියෙන හැම එකක්ම මෙතනට ඔයාට list down කරලා පෙන්නන. right? ඕක තමයි අපි World Wide Web කියලා කියන්නේ. දැන් ඔයා AI ගැන search කරා නම් මේක ඇතුලේ තියෙන AI related web pages, websites ඔක්කොම අරගෙන ඔයාගේ අර search engine එකේ යටින් list down කරනවා. ඊට පස්සේ ඔයා එක එක click කරලා ඒවට access වෙනවා. ඔන්න ඔය concept එක තමයි මේ World Wide Web කියන එක ඇතුලේ තියෙන. It is a collection. It is a world of websites and web pages. So it supports all web browsers. Through web browsers, you can access this and you can see all these things. So it is, we called as the very first key technology. It is World Wide Web. And then with this World Wide Web, you should understand what are web browsers. So web browser is a software we use to access the internet. So what are the softwares we use? We use Google Chrome, Microsoft Edge, Opera, Internet Explorer. So these are some web browsers. This is a software. You should install this in your computer. Most of these softwares, web browsers are freely available. So it is the web browser. You use this web browser to access the internet. If you don't have a web browser with you, then you can't access the internet, right? We call these as web browsers. And this is where I use the term to contain. දැන් මම කලින් concept එක පැහැදිලි කරද්දී ඔයාට කිව්වා contain එකක් ගැන. මේ contain එකේ තමයි ඔක්කොම websites, web pages තියෙන්නේ. අන්න ඒ contain එකට අපි නමක් කියනවා server එක. Server is something that we use to put all these web related things. So server is the thing, it is the host. Through the server, you can access things. මේ server එක තමයි contain එක. අර මං කලින් කතන්දරේ කියපු contain එක තමයි server එක. ඒ server එක ඇතුලේ තමයි publish කරන web pages, websites මේ ඔක්කොම එකතු වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. එතකොට ඒකෙන් තමයි අරගෙන ඔයා search කරනකොට ඔයාට ඒවා list down කරන්නේ. We call it as servers. Right. So now I just want to understand whether you got the idea about these three things, about World Wide Web, web browsers, and servers. So do you have any questions to clarify from these three things? It seems no. So now you know what is World Wide Web, what is web browsers, and what is a server. So now we are going to discuss about protocols. So protocols are the rules that govern data transfer. So if you want to send data here and there in your computer, then you use protocols. So protocols is a term, it is a word we use to explain how these things are get connected. So under protocols, we have basically two types, TCP, IP, HTTP, and HTTPS. So TCP, IP, the basic protocol for sending data. So if you want to send data to someone, if you want to pass something to someone, then you use something called ICP, IP. And then when you access some websites in the Google, then you use HTTP, HTTPS. Then ඔගොල්ලෝ ගොඩක් වෙලාවට අර websites වල link එහෙම refer කරනකොට ඔගොල්ලෝ දැකලා ඇති මේ HTTP කියන එක මුලින් තියෙනවා http://www.google.com. So it is like a rule, it is like a protocol we use to access the website. Websites access වෙන පාවිච්චි කරන protocols දෙක තමයි මේක. මේ S කියන්නේ secure කියන එක. දැන් ගොඩක් වෙලාවට අපි සමහර websites වල security එක focus කරනවා නම්, ඒ කියන්නේ ගොඩක් අපි security එක target කරනවා නම්, then we can go for S. So S is for secure. So these are the two protocols we use. TCP, IP, HTTP, and HTTPS. Right. So these are about protocols. So now you have activity 1.2. So what you have to do here is you have to select the correct meaning for the word. So here you have 4 words: ISP, server, internet, protocol, and then you have 4 meanings for that. So you can check the meaning from each and then you have to underline it, match it into the correct meaning. First take ISP, read all these meanings. If this is the correct one, you can underline it, right? So I will give you 2 minutes to quickly do this and come back with your answers. Sorry, students, there was a small internet issue. Please complete the activity and let's discuss answers. So here, the word ISP. So what is the meaning of ISP, students? Can someone tell?
Internet service provider.
Yeah, it is internet service provider. From these four meanings, what you are going to connect? A, B, C, D.
C.
Yes, excellent. It is C, the company that connects you to the internet. Then the second one, server. So what is the
D.
meaning? Yeah, it is
D. D.
It is, yes, it is D. Server, a computer that stores websites. Very good. Third one, internet.
B.
B, it is B. Good. A global network of networks. Last one, protocol. It is A, the rules for sending data. Rules in the sense standards, the things to follow. So those are the rules. So this is the activity and I hope you all note down the answers. Right. So now we are going to discuss about the impact of digital communication. So the impact in the sense, you know, what it happened, what it perform when we put this digital communication into different fields. So let's take the society first. So when it comes to society, we have different sectors to understand. We have the e-commerce, entertainment. So when it comes to e-commerce, we call it as electronic commerce. So where you do online purchasing, online related things, online selling and all, we put under e-commerce. So you all are using Daraz, Ikman.lk or other shopping websites, their web Facebook pages. So all these things related to e-commerce, where we do the commerce with this internet concept, electronic concept. So it is a kind of online platforms like Amazon, eBay have transformed how we buy and sell goods. So the commerce is basically about buying and selling things. So if you do that thing using this digital platform, online platform, we called as e-commerce. So now no need to go to the shop, no need to go to the physical store. You have this online platform with you. So you just have to access their website, their Facebook, Instagram, or whatever their web platform, and then you have to purchase the thing. So not only for clothing, for all these industries, they use this e-commerce. So let's take food. So if you want to order a meal, then you can use Uber Eats, Pizza Hut, some other web pages are there. So you have to access that, check the item, finalize it, do the payment online, and wait until it delivered to your doorstep. So this is what we call as e-commerce. So no need to spend your time, spend your resources to go and do that. So you can use all these things to do the electronic commerce. And then we have entertainment. So what do you mean by entertainment? To do the entertaining things, to listen a music, to watch a movie, to play a game. So you can do these entertainment things with this technology. So now we have streaming services like Netflix, Spotify, YouTube, and then you have Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. So these are the platforms we use to do the entertainment. To entertain ourselves, we use these digital related things. And the challenges we may face, we have to concern the privacy concern. Because when we access Facebook, when we post all these things, it will expose to the world. Sometimes there's no limitation. So you don't know who are in your Facebook account. You don't know how they behave, how they look at you. So some privacy issues can be happen. So these challenges are there. So when you use your bank cards, card details to do some online payments and online related things, there can be some frauds. So those things can be happen. And misinformation. So whatever the thing you post in Instagram, Facebook is not the actual thing. So but some others may think it is the real life. They will misunderstand. So these challenges are there. So if we use this technology, if we use this digital platform, then we should aware these challenges and issues. So you have to think all these things and you have to prepare yourself to access all these things. So if you use these things, so e-commerce, entertainment, and some challenges you may know when you use technology for these things. So when we take the communication, so nowadays we use these digital platforms in order to do this communication. So communication in the sense, if you want to share something with others, if you want to see what others are doing, so with that communication purpose, you can use digital technology. So nowadays we use WhatsApp, Messenger, email. Email is an official way to communicate with others if you want to send something to your boss regarding your leave or any absence, you can use email. So always when you communicate in the formal sense, you can use these emails, electronic mail. Instead of writing letters, instead of typing letters, you can use this electronic mail for that. And then social media. So social media is a platform where you put your social related things. So in order to show your things to others, in order to show your achievements, your details to others, you can use social media. And then they know you all can communicate, you all can chat, you all can share. So it is what we call as social media. Then messaging. So if you want to send informal message, for a regular chat, you can use all these digital tools. We have WhatsApp, Messenger, and then we have Instagram. So we have some chat bots. All these things are there. You can use these things to communicate with others. And then easy information access. So now no need to wait, no need to spend your time, money, no need to waste resources. You can quickly access these things and you can get access to all these things very quickly. The only thing you should do is you should install an internet. You should work with an internet, and then you can use all these things for your thing. So this is about easy information access. So search engines and online encyclopedias you can use. So if you don't know a meaning, if you want to do a higher study, so you should use all these things. So these are very easy. So you can simply use all these things in order to do this thing. So then, convenient learning. So now we know we have the concept called personalized learning. So now when we do this kind of Zoom lessons, it's like a personalized sessions because you feel the lecturer is here, she's doing the lecture only for me because it's like a one-to-one connection. So like that, now we have these personalized learning, not only this. So we have some platforms. You can upload your things, assignments. We can upload the lecture materials. So with all these things, y'all can do the work. So this is what we call as convenient learning. So now, not like those days. So everything there with the fingertip. So you just have to use all these things for your knowledge. So you should familiar with all these things because these are essential for you. We can't live without this. If you ignore this thing, definitely you have to alone in future. So you don't like to be alone. You want to go with others. You want to go with this technology. So you have to use all these things when you do lectures and all. So you know these Zoom lectures, online lectures came to Sri Lanka after COVID-19. So after COVID-19, we had to use these things when we do lectures and all. But before COVID-19, we had been doing all these things in a physical way. So we wanted to see students, we wanted to see their reaction, we wanted to do exams in that way, assignments in that way. And that is how we were used. But after COVID-19, so we all had to stop these online, we had to stop physical communication and we had to use this online platform. So if we ignore that thing, if your institute stopped doing classes after COVID-19 because of this online thing, so then still they are in the same level. So they have get into this online, they introduce some online courses, so it is familiar for both. So now they survive in the market. So that is the thing we should understand as IT related people. So there's a myth that IT will lose your job, AI will replace your job. Yes, it is correct for a certain point. It is happen if only we do not go with this technology. So if you afraid of doing these things, if you afraid of using technology, then definitely you have to be alone and you can't survive in this field. So always get familiar with these things. So when you're free, search these things. Search things in internet. So you have AI related things nowadays. Do a self-research on that. So if you want to survive in the market, definitely you have to go with all these things, right? So these are about the impact of digital communication, not only in digital communication. So we can see this thing in each and every field. In education, we see technology is using to do these online classes, to share the contents, to communicate with students. We use this online platform, digital technologies. When it comes to healthcare, we use digital technology. So nowadays we have that online appointment systems. We can have a chat with the doctor with Zoom. And when we do operations in theaters, we have these digital equipments. They can scan, they can generate reports. So all these are happening digitally. So then when it comes to shopping, e-commerce, we see all these things are working. So everything happened very nicely and y'all can use these things. So nowadays we can't live without this technology. The internet, technology කියන්නේ එකම දේ. Technology එකක් තමයි internet කියලා කියන්නේ. මේ කිසිම දෙයක් නැතුව අද ගොඩක් වෙලාවට survive වෙන්න අමාරුයි. අපි especially මේ generation එකත් එක්ක ඉස්සරහට යනකොට technical දේවල් වලට adapt වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඒ නිසා හැමතිස්සෙම ඔයාගේ journey එකේ part එකක් විදිහට අලුත් දේවල් study කරන්න. අලුත් දේවල් experiment කරන්න. දැන් ගොඩක් අය ඉන්නවා ඒගොල්ලෝ තාම online banking, online transactions use කරන්නේ නැහැ. Because of they have that fear, this is not secure, so those kind of things are there. But try these things. Credit card එකක් try කරන්න. Online banking මොනවා හරි bank එකකට join වෙලා try කරලා බලන්න. Self study කරන්න. Chat GPT ඒ වගේ ඒවා search කරන්න. Search කරලා බලන්න මේවා තියෙන differences මේවා කොහොමද අපේ life එකට incorporate කරන්න පුළුවන් කියන එක. So if you have the knowledge, the correct understanding about all these things, then definitely you can overcome all issues you may face. But I'm not saying that you should depend on these things. With a proper understanding, you should learn, you should practice all these things. So these are the things will happen in future. So now we have AI. So the future world will convert to AI soon. Everything will do with AI. So now while I'm doing the lecture, you can see the AI translation. So they have incorporated AI to Zoom. So like that for each and everything, we can see the AI related things, AI related features are coming in future. So the world will go with these AI tools and all. So those are the challenges and futures. The basically challenges are when you use all these things, you should aware the security. You should aware the privacy related things. So these are the most important things you should focus, because when we expose to this internet digital world more and more, some privacy issues, security issues can happen. But we have some rules, regulation, procedures for that. So you should follow those things. To follow those things, you should have a proper knowledge on that. Right. So let's do a quick activity. This is a small activity you should do. So my internet use list. Make a quick list on your paper. List 3 ways you used the internet yesterday. For one of those ways, write down type of server you were probably connecting. For an example, Google server, Netflix server, a university server. Server is a collection where you put all these things together. So I have given you a few examples. So as this example, you have to list down 3 items. you use to refer the internet and the servers you access. So this is a quick activity. I will give you 2 to 3 minutes to quickly complete your activity and come back to the session. Finish. Right. So watch a music video on YouTube. So if you watch a music video on YouTube, so what is the server you access? YouTube server. So for YouTube, they have a server. It is like a container. They put all YouTube related things there. When you search something, they will take related things and list down to you. And then send a message on WhatsApp. It is WhatsApp server. Search for something on Google. It is Google server. Posted something on Facebook. It is Facebook server. Checked an update on Instagram. It is Instagram server. Sent an email to the boss. It is email server. So like that, you have to list down all the activities and then what are the things you have used. So I can receive some answers from Janit. Yes. If you use YouTube, then it is YouTube server, Google server, WhatsApp server. So those kind of things you can take. Very good. So these are the things you should concern when you work with internet and all. Right. So with this, I'm going to wind up the today's class. Since today is the very first day, I'm not going to start a new lesson. But next week, I will take usual 3 hours and I will pack the content. I will do the content. But since today is the very first day, I would like to keep this time to think and refresh you to the subject. So if you want, I can give you the PowerPoint presentation. Let me upload it to the chat. So usually after the after lecture series, I will share these things with you, but sometimes, not sometimes actually, you can ask this thing from your coordinator because your coordinator already received these things from me. So I have uploaded the PPT to the chat. So it's still uploading. Please download this, refer this, and go through the things before you come to the next session. So actually, I forget to share the attendance sheets. Don't leave, students. I need to share the attendance sheet with you. Let me share it quickly. Sorry, actually, I forgot that. Yeah, it's here. Your coordinator already sent it to me. Yeah, I have sent. Right. So please please mark your attendance here. So download the PowerPoint presentation and keep it with you. So next week, we will do the usual morning session from 9 to 12 for ITN and afternoon session from 1 to 4 for object-oriented programming. So with this, I'm going to wind up the session. So do you have anything to clarify before we wind up? I mean, if you need to adjust the way I'm doing lectures, if you want to change the pattern that we are doing this module, please let me know, because you all are students. You are the most important thing for us. So we are ready to do some adjustments for your convenience. If you need any adjustment, please let us know. We need to give the maximum quality, maximum the knowledge with all these platforms. So let us know if you need any additional help from us. So we are ready to do that. So with this, I'm going to wind up the today's session. Thank you very much for coming for this session, and good luck, because you all are here to start your journey. So I will give my maximum to finish this module with the maximum knowledge, and please stay with us and join for the session each and every day. Even you're not ready, you can just log into the session and hear this thing, because your participation is the most important thing and it encouraged me as well. So then thank you and have a nice week for all of you. Goodbye, my dear students.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.